welcome back to the Progressbar95 update series, a series where I review the latest update about this game called Progressbar95. So, another new update release, which is the version 1.08 update, also called the Hot Summer update, that was released after this video, released recently for Android and Steam. It's not out on iOS yet, as I'm recording this video, which is July 13th. And if you want to check out the last update, which is the version 1.07 update, or the March 2025 update, you can click this little info card. Anyways, let's take a look-see here in the description. So it says, Hot Summer Update that lets you burn some discs. This update includes various improvements. Key changes include, provides a new bonus mini-game called Disc Burning, provides 3 new level elements, which are blockless chain, non-functional things, and chain coins, provides a new accessibility feature, which is a desaturated background setting for better contrast, provides new websites with the progress net, and bug fixing and tuning. There are also a couple more changes in this update that are not mentioned in the description right here. So, yeah, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. So, without further ado, let's check out the update. The 1.08 update, or whatever. So, to start things off, we're going to be taking a look at the least interesting features. And the first one we're going to be taking a look at is in BarOS, specifically BarOS 15. And it's about the clock widget that's on the right side of here. Your usual analog clock widget. And when you click on it, there'll be like a small little exit button that you can close, just like that. But you may be wondering, how do you reopen the clock widget, other than restarting the system, I guess? Well, there's a small little change added in BarOS 15 where you can reopen the clock widget by clicking on the system tray on the top right here, and it'll reopen just like that. Also, kind of probably maybe unrelated. Well, it actually is, but if you're wondering if this clock widget does anything like similar to some Progressbar systems like in Progressbar 10 or Progressbar 7, where it slows the progress bar and everything, the segments, pop-ups, etc., like a slow-mo. Yeah, the clock widget does not do anything. It's just there for show. It's for decoration. And that's the only change that is about BarOS. That's it. That's the only change. BarOS, screw that. They don't get as much features as Progressbar does. And speaking of Progressbar, we're going to be moving to that. Whoa. Okay, that's different. The system list is centered now. So the text is left aligned, but is in the middle of the screen. That's new. So yeah, before this update, on the PC version, or Steam version, however we call it, the system list was sort of in the left side. Not really. It was still in the middle, but it was around this area. But now it's moved exactly at the center, which in my opinion, I don't really like. This change only happens on the Steam version, and the mobile version, it just stays just like that. There are no changes with it. Anyways, what I was going to say, I'm going to show you this feature on Progressbar98. Doesn't really matter. Like it just shows on any Progressbar system. But anyways, if you go to the settings and go to accessibility, you'll see a new checkbox at the bottom here, which is the desaturated background option that the description mentioned earlier. And if you enable it, it becomes desaturated, obviously. Well, I guess it's not really desaturated, it just has a yellow tint added to it. But yeah, you may or may not be wondering, what's the point of this option for? Well, obviously, as the description said, for better contrast. But also, my reason is that, let's say you're playing a game mode, or the Progressbar game mode, or say like relaxed, normal, hardcore, whatever. You have the desaturated background disabled. But let's say you have this wallpaper on Progressbar98, for example. When you play the game mode, you start to notice that the red segment kind of blends with the wallpaper, kind of has the same color to it, so it's kind of difficult to see. So if you enable the desaturated background option, you can clearly see all of the segments. I think that's my reason of why this setting exists. So yeah. And another change is that the mailbox got a slight redesign. It's just little small changes, not any major changes at all, just a couple. So as you can see, we have these little like I don't know what you call it, but it's like the little gray thing, those black lines. I don't know what you call it. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, that's changed. And if you click on the mailbox, it's not really a big difference, again, but the text boxes at the top are also different. So yeah, that's about it. And now we're going to be moving on to the Progress Net. You know, the Progress browser, Progressilla, whatever browser you have or something. I don't know. But anyways, there are 3 new websites added to the Progress Net. And we're going to be going to take a look at them right now. So the first one is the A.K.A. website. As you can see right here. Here it is. So, you know, we have the logo atop here, and the text that says, Best Graphics Technologies. A list of GPUs that AT Tech has made. and they have a little image of the GPU. And we have a hyperlink here that says buy hardware, which redirects to the PBA website, just like that. Some of the GPUs that A.T. Tech made is the A.T. 3D Range, A.T. Range Flurry, A.T. Radium 256, and A.T. Radium 6000. So yeah, this is just a website about GPUs that A.T. Tech made. And if you're wondering what this is based on, it's based on ATI Technologies, which is a company that made computer hardware and then got defunct around the 2000s. So yeah, I'm gonna put this Wikipedia page of ATI Technologies. You can pause and read if you want. But yeah, that's the AT Tech website. But before we move on to the other websites, I'm gonna talk about something. There are websites in the ProgressNet that change the appearance depending on the era or depending on the system. So right now, we're on the first era, which is the 90s. Then we have the second era, which is the 2000s to the early 2010s. And then the third and current era, which is the late 2010s to the present. So yeah, we're going to be taking a look at the second era. I'm going to go to Progressbar XP for this one, since that's the first Progressbar system to change the appearance of the websites, as you can see right here, for example, with the Progressilla homepage. So yeah, let's take a look and see what it looks like. And it looks like this, which has more realistic visuals, has a lot more gradients. It's not like pixel art anymore, I guess, which this is really cool in my opinion. But yeah, other than the website redesign, a couple other changes in the website is this AT Radium sticker badge, and also the GPU list is different. So we have AT Radium 7000, 8000, X900, etc, etc. And lastly, we're going to be going to the third and current era. We're going to be going to Progressbar 12 for this one. Progressbar 10 changes the appearance to like the third era, but I'm going to go into Progressbar 12, which just doesn't really matter. But anyways, here it is. Here's the third era. Here's what it looks like. It's more simplistic. The logo is monochrome. Obviously, the GPU is updated again. It has, for example, AT Radium R9200 and R10300. The sticker badge is different now as a PX. So it's AT Radium PX, which is also mentioned in the GPU list here, which I'm guessing that's their latest GPU right now. And it's also like a RGB glow around the GPU, because RGB LED ABC lights are a popular thing nowadays, because, you know, it looks cool. And the top text is different here, which now says best graphics and AI technologies, which, just like the RGB LED ABC lights, AI has become a very big thing. The companies just love AI. They love AI so much. It added to literally anything for whatever reason. Microsoft added a fucking Copilot AI on the notepad. I remember when I joked about that back in like 2022, and now it's a thing. Why? I don't know. I don't need it. But anyway, sorry about the little random AI. But yeah, that's the AT Tech website. So, the next one we're going to be taking a look at is the NVD website, which looks like this, and it's based on NVIDIA, which I don't really need to explain to you what that is, but I'm going to show you an image of the Wikipedia page anyways. Again, you can go pause and read this. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It's green, and the top text here says, "Welcome to our lab," and it's, for some reason, this is the only text that's just like different, other than the hyperlink. For some reason, this text is white, which is not really great if you combine it with the green background. I don't know why it has a different color compared to the rest, like the GPU list. But yeah, again, we have a GPU list here, but instead we have the Rita series, or Rita series, and the Force series. Like, for example, NVIDIA Rita 128 and NVT Force 256. And this is what it looks like in the second era, which, again, has realistic and more glossy, visuals, which, again, looks cool. And the top text here says that NVT is the world leader in GPU tech. And there's also a sticker badge, which is NVT4 instead of, AT Radium or something. There's also an image of a dinosaur in the GPU here, which I think that might be based on something, but I didn't research that, so. And of course, this is a GPU list, which is now just all NVT Force. And lastly, this is the third era, which, again, has mentions of AI in it, and is more simplistic. And their latest GPU series is the NVT Force RTS. I can't scroll down for some reason. And that's the NVT website. Now, we're moving on to the last new website, which is the 3D Fix website, which is another GPU website, as you can see here. And it is based on 3D Effects, which, similar to ATI Technologies, is a company that makes computer hardware and got defunct around the 2000s. Yeah, the image is not loading for some reason. Okay, there we go. The only actual difference compared to the other two websites is that there's an image of a guy with glowing eyes And yeah, very sorcerous technologies. And the rest is the same. GPU list, GPU image, hyperlink, copyright date, the logo, and that's it. And this is the second era, which again is pretty much the same thing, but the image is different. Also, there's two images of GPUs. I'm guessing that's supposed to be like the inside of the GPU. And the image is also the same. It's just a close-up of the person's eyes. Oh, by the way, the GPU list is the same thing as the first era for some reason. We got the 30 fix Voodoo Rash, 128, 256 Banshee, Voodoo 2, 256, and 256V. Or 256.5, I mean. And lastly, the third era, which looks like this, and it's purple. And again, has mentions of AI in it, similar to the other two websites. The sticker at the bottom says Magic Chip with the A and I letters being uppercase, which is, AI. And the latest GPU series is the 30 fix Voodoo, which the numbers are just Roman numerals after 9. Also, yeah, some things in the Progressbar95 universe, compared to real life, which some things are defunct, like, for example, Netscape Navigator. In the Progressbar95 universe, which is called Progresscape Navigator, you can still use it in modern Progressbar systems. So yeah, 3D Fix and AT Tech are still going at it, still making GPUs in this universe. Also, I want to talk about this image, which at first it reminded me of that one, like, the 1984 book by George Orwell, and it had one of the posters where it was like Big Brother is watching you. This is what it reminds me of. But no, it's not actually based on that. I tried looking it up, and it's based those 3DFX box covers, and as you can see in this image here, which is a close-up of someone's eyes. So yeah, it's based on that. And that's it. Those are the 3 new websites added to the ProgressNet. And now, it's time for the moment you've been waiting for. We're going to be talking about the more interesting features. So now, we're going to be talking about game modes. We're going to be talking about the game modes here. So first, what I'm going to be talking about is the 3 new pop-ups that have been added in the Progressbar game modes, like Relax, Normal, and Hardcore. I think it's only in the Hardcore game mode. I don't think I've ever seen a Normal and Relax. But yeah, I'm just going to show you... Oh, okay, never mind. Anyways, here we go. Oh, there it is. Okay, so, hold on. I'm going to have to pause for a little bit because there's too much stuff going on. So, if you ignore all the pop-ups that are happening around me, you can see that there are 4 block pop-ups attached to change, as you can see. I also have numbers indicating that, the... God damn it. Anyways, what I was going to say is, as you can see right here, there are 4 block pop-ups attached to chains. And you may not be asking, how do you get rid of the block pop-ups? Well, you have to use the decompiler gun to shoot at the chains, and then they'll go away, just like that. And then, now unblocked, as you can see. Just like that, and there you go. Now you can just get rid of them. And that's it. Those are the block plus chain pop-ups. So yeah, oh my god, there's there's so much stuff happening. But yeah, that's the block plus chain pop-ups. It's not really that difficult to get rid of. All you have to do is shoot the chains, and that's it. But yeah, these ones right here are not the block pop-ups. They're the worm pop-ups. They're just snakes that just fly around the screen. I think they're probably like the most difficult pop-up ever. But anyways, there you go. I completed the level, finally. Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's the block plus chain pop-up, as I said already multiple times. But now I have to talk about the non-functional things and the chain coins as well, which I don't think I'm going to show up here anytime soon. I have to wait for them to show. They only show in like specific levels. So yeah, cue the little time card things like in SpongeBob. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's the next thing I'm going to be talking about. So, those are the non-functional thing pop-ups. Basically, it's the same thing as the block plus chain pop-ups. You just have to shoot the chains and then get rid of them. The only difference is that they have images inside of them, which have different background colors, and it's an image of a dog wearing different accessories and clothing. Jesus fucking Christ, there's so much happening. Anyways, I have to explain 2 things at once. So, first off, the NFT pop-ups. So, again, they have the little images of a dog wearing different accessories and clothing. Like on the left, we have a dog wearing a crown, a dog wearing a frying pan, a dog with a green apple on its head, etc., etc. There's so much happening! Okay, I'm gonna have to kill myself. There's too much happening. I can't... There's too much. I can't focus. So, yeah, basically, you just have to shoot the chains, and then you can get rid of them. So, yeah, that's basically it. And then, once you shoot them, you get little bonuses. For example, I got 256 bonus points on that one. So, yeah, that's how it works. And the next one, which already showed up right as I was talking about the NFT pop-up. Good lord, there's so much happening. There's the chained coin pop-ups. So, it'll show up at any time soon. I don't know when. There's too much happening. Good lord. Okay, there they are. They showed up again. What the fuck? Is that? Oh my god! Do my me? Is that Parappa the rapper? Holy shit, Parappa! Man, why did they turn you an NFT, man? How could they? Why did Progressbar make you an NFT, man? Man, Parappa, I feel so bad for you. Why did they turn you an NFT? You did not deserve any of this, man. That has to be intentional, right? I think that has to be intentional. I don't know, but. It looks come on, it looks like Parappa, man. Come on, man. It looks like Parappa the rapper. You cannot deny it. But yeah, I made like a meme on my Blue Sky account and on Reddit, and there's two images of me. There's a comparison with a dog wearing an orange beanie and Parappa the rapper, and I was like, guys, I think I might have a theory. But yeah, that's of the NFT pop-ups. Also, about the laser gun, as I said in the description, it says it got a redesign. I don't know if that's true though, because I don't think like any major changes. It looks the same to me, so I don't know. Okay, I have to get rid of you. Jesus Christ. There's gonna be like so much gameplay. Oh, take this. Wow, you can't even see them. I mean, you can, but it's just like at the very top. They're like cut off. Oh shit. Oh, never mind. I thought I had the torpedo thing. That's like, I don't like that. I don't like that gun. That's like the worst one. The torpedo gun is like very slow. As you can see. Let's just try it out. Just like that. Like, why are you shooting that way? Come on! They're clippies! They're my clippies surrounding me. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's not a great gun. But yeah, I still don't see the chain coin pop-ups. But I guess I could just show you a game. Oh, never mind. There it is. Wow, perfect timing. So pause for this. Let me just show you a screenshot of this first, so I don't have to deal with all these pop-ups going on. So yeah, the chained coins are these little coins which are also attached to chains, and they have a value number inside of it, which is a countdown. Hopefully, I can try and explain it the best way I can. So there's this value number that counts down from like 2,000 something all the way to 0. And that's how you're shooting the chained coins. And let's say the value number went from 1,000 something, and when you shot it, it was around, let's say, like 1,200. And if you shoot at that number, for example, it will give you 1,200 points. But if the number counts down all the way to 0, then you don't get any points. So yeah, I try to explain it the best way I can. So let's do a demonstration here. Let me get rid of the chain first. Let me shoot it, and just like that, I got 1,255 bonus points. And let's try this one, and I got 1,015 points. So yeah, that's how it works. Those are the 3 new pop-ups that have been added. I hope I explained it the best way I can. If I didn't, then I'm sorry. I'm not the best at explaining things. So yeah, those are the 3 new pop-ups, which all of them have the same functionality. You just shoot the chains, and then you shoot the pop-ups, and that's it. Bada bing, bada boom, you're done. So yeah, that's it for that. And now, we're going to be talking about the last feature in this update, which is a new minigame. Not a game mode, a bonus minigame. As you can see, it doesn't show up here. Other bonus game modes like Progress Pi, 3D Screensaver, or Matrix show up here. But the disc writing game mode doesn't show up. Also, Bane is having a nightmare. Also, by the way, in the game, it's called disc writing, but in the description, it's called disc burning. I don't know. It has 2 different names. But we're just gonna call it disc writing, just for this video. So before I begin, I need to mention that you can only play this minigame once a day, unlike the other bonus game modes where you can just play it after a couple of game modes, and then you play it, and then a couple game modes later, you get a different bonus game mode, etc., etc. No, you only get to play this minigame once a day. I think you can only play it in the relaxed game mode. I don't think it shows up in normal hardcore game modes. So, we're going to be taking a look at that right now. If it shows up here, Okay, nope, that's the wrong thing. Anyways, let's see if it shows up here. Okay, no, it doesn't. Well, I guess I have to wait. Okay, no, please. Fuck! Oh, there it is. Okay, thank God. Okay, so here it is. Here's the test writing game mode. So it starts off with this mail message that we get from boss, and the subject is boring task. And it says, "Hi there. I know that you're very busy, but would you be so kind to burn a disk for me? Thank you in advance. The disk needed me ASAP. Enjoy your job. Some more disks are coming soon." So yeah, here we go. Here's the disk writing game mode, disk burning tool, whatever. Starts out with this little window that says burn now, and there's a checkbox that says finalize. And the only use for this finalize checkbox is that you get a bonus from it. If you uncheck the checkbox, then you just don't get a bonus from it. So yeah. So yeah, here it is. Here's the disk writing game mode. So as you can see, why don't we take a look at the look of this game mode here. So we have a temperature bar at the top, and it's in Celsius. I don't know whether Celsius in parentheses matters because like there's no temperature number anywhere. So, and in the bottom you have the CPU that you're currently using. So for me, it's the HVD ROM 150X RW, which is the one that I'm using. But also at the bottom, this is only exclusive to Progressbar 12, the system that I'm in, and it's stupid AI. And in the title bar, there's an IQ level, which is currently at 25. There's 2 buttons that are write a disk and cancel, and there are 3 checkboxes. All of them are grayed out, which are blue, yellow, and red. So, and also if you notice, there's this little warning sign icon on top of the progress bar. And also this little blue circle going around the CD. And there's also a percentage, and let's shoot it. As you can see, so yeah, I got a blue segment for that. So, and also there was a focus meter. Again, I'm gonna try and explain it the best way I can. So, the warning icon shoots out a laser if you point it at the exact spot where the circle is, just like that, and it'll give you a segment. And if you get the focus to 100%, then it will give you that segment, the segment that the little circle color is in. So I got a blue segment for that, and there I got a yellow segment for that. So yeah, you can also get a red segment in there. All you have to do is just, so yeah, there we go. You get it, just like that. You get a red segment in there, and if you shoot at it, you just get a game over. Just simple as that. So. Yeah, also there's pop-ups here. And yeah, anyways, to write a disk, if you click on that, then it would automatically just shoot the... Oh, I died. Yeah, it will automatically shoot the target. And since every box is checked, that means that you can just get any segment. So I got a red segment over there. And I got a game over! Yeah! So now the IQ level's at 50. I'm guessing it increases every time you play it, so yeah, that's how the game mode works. I hope I explained it the best way I can. Also, yeah, there's little pop-ups that show up instead of just those clippies. There's this pop-up here that says, "Okay is okay." Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. Now you can enable it. It's no longer grayed out. It said now at IQ level 75. So I'm guessing at that IQ level, you get to enable or disable the red checkbox. So you can just do that. There we go. Yeah, it avoids it. So it's doing something crazy going on over there. Also, if you get a red segment, if you just lose all of your lives, then it will give you a different message. I don't know if I can really show it to you here, but because I want to complete a level in this mini game, so I can't really do that. I'm sorry. But what I can do is show you it with the power of editing. So yeah, if you lose all your lives, there will be a mail message from the boss which says, "Thank you for the disc. It looks great, but I can't read it on my laptop. Did you remember to finalize it?" And that's it. Now back to the video. Oh, by the way, the heart icon and the heart counter is replaced with the CD icon. So, so yeah, it also shows other different pop-ups. Like there we go. There's the glitching pop-up. Okay, there's another one, but I couldn't read it because I just shot it immediately. And yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, it's okay. Glitching, and also almost there. There we go. Burning completed successfully.
You've got mail.
And we got another mail message from the boss. "Thank you for the disc. Don't forget to return to your duties. Have a great and long work day." And there you go. You completed the disc writing minigame. I hope I didn't explain it poorly. So, yeah, there it is. You get 2 bonuses related to this minigame. Just write a disc and finalize the disc, both with which give 512 points. And that is the disc writing minigame. Oh my god, look at all these mails.
You've got mail.
Jesus Christ. Okay, also Also, yeah, you get to read the same mails as the one I read in the minigame. But we're still not done yet. We have one more thing left, and that's related to the Progress Net. We're going back to the Progress Net again. But this time, we're going to be talking about a certain website, which is called the PDRD Theory Forum, an unofficial forum about PDRD and its secrets. If you don't know what PDRD is, first of all, it stands for Progress Data Refinement Department. And secondly, there's a lot of lore with PDRD in the Progress95 universe. Like, for example, let's say let's go to Progress's website, and it's really the About section. And as you can see here, it says that Progressbar Corporation was founded in 2000 as a subdivision of Progress Industries by data specialists from the Progress Data Refinement Department. Our mission, constant progress. So yeah, PDRD created the Progressbar systems in the game. So yeah, and also, there was 2 limited time events in the game. One from 2022, back in version 0.92, I think. And the other one was in 2024 in version 1.02. So this website is, well, a forum about people discussing their theories with this company, PDRD. There's Zone 95, there's like Room 5F, there's like Lost Data, which is related to the 2024 event. There's like Barney from Progress Industries, etc., etc. There's so much lore with PDRD. But yeah, we're not going to be talking about those forum topics. We're going to be talking about the first 3 at the top here, which are block and chains, non-functional things, and chained coins, all related to the 3 new pop-ups. So yeah, as I always do, I'm going to be narrating these forum topics. So to start off, we're going to be going to block and chains. So yeah, here we go. Block and chains. Here user says, can someone explain the block and chain technology? Hardware Guy says that is a chain of some interconnected data blocks. It is a very durable and reliable system, but you can break it by breaking the chains. A.K.A. Razor says it's literally block plus chains. Tinfoil Hat User 95 says, avoid it all cause it steals your CPU's less GPU powers to run some shady AI stuff. Stupid AI bot says,
comment. That is wrong. The AI does not use it.
Tinfoil Hat User 95 responds with, yes, of course! You only tell the truth when you sleep! Stupid AI bot replies with,
reply. I never sleep.
And lastly, Tinfoil Hat User 95 responds with, exactly! And that's that. Also, if you don't know who stupid AI bot is, they were like debuted back in like this one topic. Oh no, I think it's the AI one. Here, yeah, there it is. It says here, funny user says, can it write a symphony? A.K.A. Razor says, can you? Science user says, it can't yet. And then stupid AI bot comes in, which my theory, my theory, I guess, is that Science user built the stupid AI bot, I guess, for the foreign topics. Now the bot is just there to reply to comments and such. And now we're going to be moving on to the next forum. Non-functional things. NPC user says, seems that those chain non-functional things are useless. Hardware Guy responds with, mostly so, but try to chain them to unlock the bonus part. A.K.A. Razor says, of course they're not functional, their name stands for that. And the funny user responds with, LOL. And a little smiley face in it, I guess. I wonder what her favorite Tinfoil Hat User 95 is. And the funny user proceeds to mention them 3 times. The first 2 messages are just saying hello. Are you afraid of the non-functional things? Doesn't actually say that. It says, do you afraid of the non-functional things? Which is a grammar error. I guess I have to mention this all the time, but the developer of the game lives in a different country. The English is not their first language, as I said multiple times. So yeah, there's gonna be grammar errors. Either that, or I guess think that's intentional. I guess it's supposed to interpret like the spelling errors. People on the internet, we make spelling errors sometimes. So, anyways, moving on. Tinfoil Hat User 95 finally responds with, I'm afraid of nothing. I simply just don't like them. Curious User responds with, have you seen the dog with an apple? And lastly, Tinfoil Hat User 95 responds with, what? So yeah, Tinfoil Hat User 95, I'm pretty sure they're self-explanatory, they don't trust anything. Tinfoil Hat User 95 thinks that PDRD is run by aliens. So yeah, the Tinfoil Hat User is pretty self-explanatory. And lastly, we're going to be taking a look at the Chained Coins forum. A.K.A. Razor says, remember that the chained coins are losing their value constantly, so act fast. Hardware Guy responds with, that is normal, they were designed in such way. And then, uh-oh, here comes Tinfoil Head User 95, and they say, "That is a scam! The PDRT stays behind it!" Kiwi's user mentions Stupid AI Bot and asks them, "Is it a scam?" And then finally, Stupid AI Bot responds with,
"I'm sorry, but I have some AI hallucinations right now. I see some cat horses flying through the sky."
And that's it. Those are all the new forum topics on the PDRT Theory forum website thing. Yeah, the Chain Coins forum is not that long. It's only 5 messages. So yeah, I don't know what else to say, but there's the 3 new forum topics about the 3 new pop-ups. Kind of funny that Funny User is just taunting Tinfoil Head User 95. And, like, Funny User mentioned them 3 times. I feel like Tinfoil Head User 95 doesn't want to be here. Also, by the way, the name, non-functional things. If you didn't notice, A.K.A, the developer of the game, that is, the game just likes to mock, like, anything AI related. Like, the AI utility, and Progressbar it's called Stupid AI, and in Borrowers it's called Anti-Intelligence. So yeah, the game allows them to mock AI, which makes sense in my opinion. Also, by the way, one more thing before I end the video here. I need to talk about something. I need to talk about something on the PBook website. So, if you don't know what PBook is, it's based on Facebook. You know, people just people talking. You can create posts. You know, let's say I like Progressbar95. You can only say any of these messages only. You cannot type anything else. So yeah, there's users like the Boss, Cosinus, which is a parody of Linus Tech Tips. We got Clippy. We got a troll, Bin, Dog, a cat, System32, A.K.A, and all that stuff. But one user, I want to talk about one user that has been removed. I don't know when they were removed, but I know that they're gone. That user is Mask, which is a parody of Elon Musk. There's also another similar user on PBook that is basically someone pretending to be Mask, you know, like a troll. These two have been completely removed, so they're no longer in the game anymore. And also, another thing, if you go to Progressbar14, one of the wallpapers have been changed. I did not mention this in any of the videos, in the previous videos, but it's this wallpaper. Also, the tiled wallpapers are kind of small. But yeah, this wallpaper used to be Tesla Cybertruck cars, and now they've been changed to just regular cars. So I think you're starting to notice a pattern here. Anything that's Elon related is just completely wiped out of the game, which is completely based. Elon has a lot of controversies. Elon bought Twitter, renamed it to X, which is really fucking dumb. And speaking of Twitter, A.K.A's accounts, like the A.K.A's main account and the Progressbar95 Twitter account, they have not posted in a long time. So yeah, it's very clear that A.K.A does not like this guy. So yeah, very, very good move for A.K.A to just, you know, replace anything Elon Musk created in the game and just change it or completely remove it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Sorry about rambling about Elon Musk. I don't know when A.K.A started doing this in the game, but you know what? Good. Anyways, yeah, sorry for that whole yap thing. I didn't mention that in any of the previous updates, so I might as well just mention it now. So yeah, that is the 1.08 update, or the Hot Summer update, whatever you want to call it. This is another decent update. Most of the things that I mentioned in this video don't really matter that much, like the clock widget, the mailbox redesign, or laser gun redesign, or the new websites. They don't really change a whole lot, but the saturated background option, I guess a little bit, but I don't know if I use it a lot. New pop-ups, in my opinion, are not the most difficult. That one goes to, again, the worm pop-ups. Again, they're going too fast. It's like, as you saw, there's too much stuff happening when I was trying to find the new pop-ups. And also, Parappa the Rapper is there. Again, don't know if that's intentional or not. Who knows? And the new minigame, I think once you get used to it, it's a pretty good minigame. I mean, I can understand why some people will say that this minigame is boring. Similar to Progressbar, let's say like Progressbar Excel, like Progress Sweeper. You know, it's not a lot of stuff going on, but I don't think you want too much stuff going on. And there's a PDRT theory forum, which only exists for the lore, I guess. But that's all I wanted to say. So that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching and listening and doing all that stuff. And now, I gotta go do other things. Adios.